Listen live and loud. Be informed, inspired, be ignited. The Knowledge Hub. Oxygen FM 96.9. Okeado, Ibadan.
Don't talk that down.
I love it when you smile at me. You will never have to weep with me. I'll be the happiness that moves your heart. And when you sleep, I'll find my way into your dream. What do you want from me? Like magic, like better. Moshe dada, Moshe jeje. One.
Your station,
Boy, Black Man,
your heartbeat. Oxygen FM 96.
Okay, good morning. You're still on to Oxygen FM 96.9. Good day, wherever you're listening from. Are you in Ibadan? Are you in Oyo? Are you in Lagos? Wherever you are right now, I say welcome on board this beautiful, wonderful and eye-opener into something important that you'll be listening to at this hour, at this time, every Tuesday on Oxygen FM 96.9. Welcome to Copyright Connect, your trusted radio program on copyright awareness, on issues of creativity, on innovation, the law. Proudly brought to you by the Nigerian Copyright Commission, NCC, right on your Oxygen FM 96.9. Like I said, every week on Copyright Connect, we'll simplify copyright issues. We'll try as much as possible to explore creative rights and share practical information that helps creator, users, and the general public understand the value of intellectual property. Whether you're a writer, you're a musician, you're a filmmaker, you're a broadcaster, you're an entrepreneur, you're an educator, you're a student, you're a social media content creator, or simply someone who enjoys books, you enjoy films, you enjoy music and online content, this program, Copyright Connect, is for you. My name is Tolu Adekboju, and today we'll be looking at understanding copyright, what it matters. What exactly is copyright? When people say copyright, a conversation happened in the studio while the Director General walked in. He listened to particular music and he asked did we do due diligence before playing that song? And yes, we did. So those are the things we will be looking at on the program Copyright Connect. We'll be asking questions like, what exactly is copyright? Why do creators need copyright protection? How does copyright contribute to Nigeria's economic and cultural development? Please stay with us. Answers to all these and more you'll get on the program this morning. Don't go away. Before I raise the curtain on the guest, the big fish that we caught this morning, did you know that copyright protection arises automatically once an original work is created and recorded in a tangible form? Think about that. In Nigeria, copyright registration is not required before a work can enjoy protection. I'm going to take that again because it is very important for you to know and understand. Debola is really keen on this program. Did you know that copyright protection arises automatically once an original work is created and recorded in a tangible form? In Nigeria right now, copyright registration is not required before a work can enjoy protection, although the same registration can provide important evidence of ownership. We'll explain this and much more in today's program. And providing answers to all the questions, did you know that we have raised today is joining us in the studio is the Director General, Nigerian Copyright Commission, Dr. John Aseng. Welcome to Copyright Connect.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you.
It's a pleasure.
We were actually wondering, will he be able to make it? Will he come? Because I know it will be so wonderful if you have you right in the studio, not recorded, Thank you so much for making it this morning.
You're welcome.
Now, let's start with the basics. What exactly is copyright?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me. And indeed, it's good to breathe oxygen in
Ooh,
this space.
take it in.
Like I said, we can't do without oxygen.
Yes.
Interestingly, I say that copyright is the oxygen of creativity.
Wow.
Because you can't create and sustain creativity without
Copyright.
the oxygen, which is copyright. So that gives us an idea of the role copyright plays. Copyright is that legal framework that is given to protect the rights of the creatives, to be able to control the work, and in some way it's the exclusive right that you own as an author, whether you are a literary author, an artist, a musician, or whatever. It is that right that the law gives you to control your work.
In simple words, copyright helps creators control the use of their creative works and ensure they receive recognition and economic benefits for their efforts. Now, copyright does not say that other people cannot use your work.
It doesn't.
But it doesn't.
Yeah.
We need to clarify that.
Okay. They can use your work
Yeah.
as permitted by the law.
Okay.
Once they're going to use your work in the area where you have exclusive control, then they will need your permission to use that work, or they will have to pay for the use of the work.
Who then can own copyright?
Interesting. Anyone can own copyright. Even a child of 2-3 can own copyright, because the moment you are able to create, the moment you're able to express yourself in some original form, whether you are scribbling, whether you are just doing graffiti, or just singing, it doesn't matter if the quality of the song is wonderful. It doesn't matter if the artistic work is great.
Perfect.
It doesn't have to be. The moment you're able to create an original work, then you are qualified to own copyright, which means anyone that has the ability to create, and all of us do have that. That's what God has given to every man.
Creativity.
To be able to create. And Nigeria is wonderful at that. So anyone can really own copyright.
Now, let's look at the fact that for a number of years now, even I'm talking about myself as a media professional, I never used to take copyright seriously. But recently, I started to understand that copyright is a serious matter. Now, we were having a program and we were streaming online. And then we sang a song during that program, and all of a sudden we were blocked. That was when I realized maybe it could be the owners of the song we were singing. That was when I knew the gravity, the gravity of what they call copyright. And like a lot of people like me out there, why is copyright so important?
Okay, what happened there was that, in today's digital world, you can set up algorithms to detect when you are using a copyright work, and automatically, nobody has to do it. The system will shut you down because you don't have permission for this or that work. So going to why copyright is really important, first and foremost, I believe it's a way of rewarding creativity. It gives the right owner a level of legal assurance that for the labor you are laboring in creating, something will come back to you, or at least you will earn some respect, and just no one will be able to use the work. If a farmer were to plant, he believes that at the end of the day he will go there and reap his fruit, not for anyone to just go into the farm and take what doesn't belong to them. That is how it is with the creatives. That is where they, in many cases, earn their living, and they deserve to have that respect. It also ensures that everyone does it right. Even the users, now we know where the boundaries are. Now, the copyright system provides some flexibility. So there are some exceptions in terms of what you can do and what you cannot do, but you must respect those boundaries. And when you want to use a work, you get permission. Then, of course, it also encourages those who are coming behind to believe that indeed talent is not a scam, creativity is not a scam. So in some way, it ensures that those younger ones who are coming up, who have talents, will go into those areas. If they have music talents, they want to be musicians, or they want to be authors or filmmakers, because they have seen that indeed copyright is there to protect the creative worker. So that is the immediate gain from copyright. But more than that is that the country itself depends on copyright to survive. Nigeria is a hugely creative country. And for us to have return on those investments, the copyright system must be made to work well.
Okay. If you're just joining us, it's Oxygen FM 96.9, and the program is Copyright Connect. This is where we tell you everything and anything you need to know about copyright. Some people say that copyright only concerns famous musicians, best-selling authors, or famous major film producers. Is that correct?
No, it's not.
Like and we are in Ibadan. We have musicians. We have talented young people living in rural communities. They sing, and other people will take their work and reproduce and name it after them without giving them credit.
No, copyright is there for everyone.
Everybody.
Interestingly, talking about Ibadan, I see Ibadan as the capital of book publishing in Nigeria. So we have a special place. And I'm also happy that your studio is interestingly is located and
within,
not just within the knowledge hub, but also along Obafemi Awolowo Way. And we know what Obafemi Awolowo stands for in Nigeria today. Yes. It's a man that put everything to raise knowledge and the knowledge back. So if there's one place where copyright should be respected, is a place like Ibadan. And interestingly, anyone who is able to write at whatever age will enjoy copyright. So you don't have to be a Wole Soyinka, a Femi Oshofisan before you, or Chinua Achebe before you enjoy copyright. So it's for everyone, so long as your work qualifies for copyright protection.
You've been listening to Dr. John Asain, the Director General, Nigeria Copyright Commission, on the program Copyright Connect on Oxygen FM 96.9. Are you a content creator? Are you a creative in any way? You're an artist, you're a performer, you're a writer, you're a social media content creator. Please, this program is for you. Start jotting down your questions. If you have any question, your contribution, your suggestion for Dr. John Asain on the program this morning, your work needs protection. He will tell you, guide you, direct you on how to go about it. Moving on Copyright Connect this morning, we'll like to say that beyond individual creators, how does copyright contribute to national development? You mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, it helps build a vibrant, creative economy. Interestingly, we had Burna Boy, performing at the opening of the
World Cup.
That's a huge statement, and we've had other Nigerians who have performed on such big stages. We have a Nobel laureate in the area of literature. That's a huge statement. Interestingly, we have Akunyele, who painted the Obama. That's a huge.
Just opened the Obama Center.
That's a huge statement. Huge statement. So it tells us that in whatever area you have Nigerians, really, on the lead. So copyright helps to ensure that the corridor for the exploitation of their works, are well protected. Copyright provides huge employment potentials, and indeed huge employment for Nigerians. And, from the demographics, we have more youth in Nigeria today. In fact, the population of the youth is far, far more than the older ones. And that tells us that we have that huge potential, because our most creative group are the youth. So you can imagine if half of this youth or all these creative youth are able to use the copyright system to get return on their creative works. And mind you, in the digital environment, they are able to go all over the world from wherever they are. So there are potentials, and I would think the copyright system helps to realize this potential. So for them, this is a huge source of employment. And beyond that is that it also ensures that you promote investment into the country. So people now see that, oh, Nigeria is a good place to go and invest in the creative sector. So these are areas where the copyright system really helps to build a nation.
Wow, return on investment. I'm sure that is ringing bell in Debola's ears. Return on investment. Copyright, above all, helps creative to get return on their investment, on their creative investment.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, in copyright terms, there is this word that keeps ringing bell. It's called piracy. There is no how. It will creep in somehow. Meaning, piracy means copying, selling, uploading or distributing someone's creative work, music, books, movies, software designs without owner's permission. Now, that's the guy burning 50 copies of an album and selling by the roadside. That's the Telegram channel sharing a Nollywood film hours after release. That's even repositioning a photographer's image for business without credits. I'm sure I'm right.
You're right. You're right.
Why does it matter?
Well, it matters because, by and large, piracy kills, piracy steals, piracy destroys.
Piracy kills, so it's like the devil, the biblical devil.
Yeah. It does.
It kills.
It does. It steals,
and it destroys.
It kills creativity. It steals from the author. It destroys the economy. A country that encourages or allows piracy to thrive will so find that its creative industry will become a famished sector. So there's no way, no matter how we try to justify what the immediate gains are when we deal with pirated works, by and large, the country, the industry, the individual, even the consumers will suffer. I'll give you an example. People complain that books are very expensive. That's part of the consequence of publishers, authors not being able to get enough books out legitimately. So what happens is that in the short run, you think you are making good, making gains, but invariably the system suffers because now publishers are not able to get enough, books out into the legitimate market. And what that means is that prices will start going up. So legitimate books will become more expensive. And invariably, some of those books will leave the shelves. The authors
Jonathan
will drop out.
Dr. Jonathan,
Thank you.
This conversation is getting to the most important and very interesting part. But I will please ask you to hold your thoughts. Do not forget.
We're here.
Because we'll quickly take a break for the news in Yoruba. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation on Copyright Connect. Meanwhile, from next week, Copyright Connect will come on the airways at 10:30 to 11. Today we are welcoming the program on board and we are intimating you of something beautiful you'll be enjoying on Oxygen FM 96.9. It's time for the news in Yoruba. We'll be back.
Your station, your heartbeat. Oxygen FM 96.9 Ibadan.
Okay, here we go.
Oxygen FM 96.9 Ibadan.
ìròyìn aago mọ́kànlá láti ìkànnì Oxygen 96.9 FM. Ṣáájú ẹgbẹ́ àwọn kókó inú ìròyìn náà. Àwọn gómìnà béèrè fún àṣẹ tó lágbára jù ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ ogun fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ láti tako àìsí ààbò. Arábìnrin adájọ́ ti Ghana tí orúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Sarah Araba ń ló dágbére fáyé níbi tó ti ń ṣàjọyọ̀ oríire ife àgbáyé tí wọ́n gbá níbi ìdíje agbábọ́ọ̀lù. Ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Àwọn gómìnà béèrè fún àṣẹ tó lágbára jù ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀. Àwọn gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ ti ń béèrè fún àṣẹ lábẹ́ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè lórí iṣẹ́ ààbò ní ìpínlẹ̀ wọn kí ìjọba sì ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ lórí ìgbésẹ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ní ìgbésẹ̀ yìí yóò mú kí ìrẹ́pọ̀ wáyé láàrin òṣìṣẹ́ ààbò ìjọba àpapọ̀ àti ti ìpínlẹ̀ ní àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ agbófinró. Ìdí pàtàkì fún ìgbésẹ̀ yìí lórí ìṣòro ààbò tí à ń dojúkọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè àti ìwà ọ̀daràn, ìjínigbé àti ìjà olóró tó ti ń jẹ́ ìṣòro ọjọ́ pípẹ́ fún àwọn agbófinró orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Ìpàdé náà ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ìpèsè àṣẹ èyí tó tọ́nà fún àwọn gómìnà nínú ìdarí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ ogun fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ láti tako àìsí ààbò. Ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ ogun orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà ti béèrè fún ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ láàrin àwọn àjọ òṣìṣẹ́ ààbò lórílẹ̀-èdè wa láti lè jọ tako ìṣòro àìsí ààbò tó péye tí orílẹ̀-èdè wa ń dojúkọ. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìṣòro àwọn ajínipa àti ìjínigbé, béèrè owó èyí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri ní orílẹ̀-èdè pàápàá jùlọ ní ìhà àríwá àárín gbùngbùn àti àríwá ìwọ̀ oòrùn. Ọ̀gágun Awólò ó wí pé àwọn ètò òṣìṣẹ́ ààbò kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n dúró láti tako àìsí ààbò tó sì jẹ́ wípé ìmúrasílẹ̀ àti ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó péye láti fi ṣe ojúṣe wọn lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti èyí tó yẹ yóò wà fún wọn. Adájọ́ obìnrin ti orílẹ̀-èdè Ghana ṣubú lulẹ̀ ó sì dágbére fáyé níbi tó ti ń ṣayẹyẹ gbígba ife àgbáyé. Arábìnrin adájọ́ ti Ghana tí orúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Sarah Araba Tete ń ló dágbére fáyé níbi tó ti ń ṣàjọyọ̀ oríire ife àgbáyé tí wọ́n gbà níbi ìdíje agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti Panama. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí wáyé ní ọjọ́ Ọjọ́rú ní ilé ìgbafẹ́ aládàáni ti Fásitì Kwame Nkrumah níbi tó ti ń wo ìdíje náà lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀. Níbẹ̀ ló ti pariwo pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n lójijì ló ṣubú lulẹ̀ tí wọ́n sì gbé lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn láti dóòlà ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀pà ò bóró mọ́. Ìdí tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà fi wáyé kò tíì di mímọ̀ dé ìsinsìnyí ṣùgbọ́n ìgbésẹ̀ àti ìwádìí ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láti mọ ohun tó ṣokùnfà ìpapòdà rẹ̀. Ìròyìn fún aago mọ́kànlá kò ní jù báyìí lọ láti ìkànnì Oxygen 96.9 FM. Akọ̀ròyìn náà ni Àtinúkẹ́ Adésànyà. Ẹ máa bá wa bọ̀.
Fi sílẹ̀, má gbé kúrò, yí sókè, jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀, máa gbọ́ Oxygen 96.9 FM Ìbàdàn. ẹ̀lẹ́ nínú ọkọ̀ yìí o ẹ̀lẹ́ nínú ilé ẹ̀lẹ́ lọ́fíìsì ẹ̀lẹ́ káàkiri gbogbo ibi tẹ́ ẹ bá ti láǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ wa máa rántí wípé àwa gangan nìdùnnú ọjọ́ ọ̀la Oxygen 96.9 FM ìmọ́lẹ̀ la jẹ́ fáwọn ìran tó ń bọ̀. bó o bá mutí má wakọ̀ tó o bá wakọ̀ má mutí ìwà jàgídíjàgan kò yí ọmọlúàbí láti ìkànnì Oxygen 96.9 FM lọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti ń jáde àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ fún ìran tó ń bọ̀.
Here we go.
Oxygen FM 96.9 Ibadan.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for still staying tuned to Oxygen FM 96.9. We're still on the program Copyright Connect, and my special guest today is Dr. John Assain, the Director General, Nigeria Copyright Commission, and we've been talking about creativity. Now, this is something I found on the NCC website. It reads, creativity is the bedrock of every civilization, and the truth of this assertion cannot be more obvious than in the rapid changes that have been brought about in the wake of the internet and digital revolution. The potentials and possibilities available on the various platforms are limitless. Then, availability in real time, even across geopolitical divides, has become more critical in the rapidly changing world. That's to tell you how important your creativity, your products of creativity means to a particular set of people. They call themselves the Nigeria Copyright Commission, and their aim and objective, their major mandate, is to ensure that you get return on your investment. That keeps ringing bell. It will go away. Before we took the break, we were talking about piracy. And DG, you were hammering on some very critical aspect of copyright that people will really need to take seriously. Let's take the conversation from where you stopped.
Okay.
Now, we said piracy kills, it steals, and it destroys.
Yep.
Let's take it one after the other. How does it steal from the rightful owners of materials, creative materials?
Well, it steals because, thank you so much. It steals because for everyone that creates, you are expecting, like we say, return on your creative investment. That may be the only work you really do. That may be where you get your livelihood. So you can imagine a musician or an author. All he knows to do is to sing or to write. Now, he is supposed to get something whenever his works are exploited or sold. When the pirate steps in, the pirate cuts part of the market. The pirate takes his work and goes to reproduce without his authorization. The pirate begins to make money where he did not labor. So invariably, the pirate would have divided the market that belonged exclusively or should belong exclusively to the right owner. By so doing, the pirate, that's almost like too good a word to use. The pirate is a thief. He's a thief, and all he's doing is just to steal. So you can imagine how many right
what
owners
does not rightfully belong to him
and belong to someone else. So you can imagine how many right owners today are dying poor because all the work they labored for have been taken over by pirates. These are thieves. These are criminals. These are people who mean no good for society. So invariably, they are thieves, and that is how they steal from the right owners.
And the stealing is not just from the owners, they're stealing from the country.
Yes, because they do not pay taxes. So for all they are making, they don't pay anything to government. So what the author should have paid by way of taxes, he's not able to pay. It's been stolen by the pirates. So we now end up suffering. I don't want to mention names, but just go around Ibadan again and look at where the publishers are today. How many publishers used to thrive so much in Ibadan, and today they are going under. People used to come all the way from all over just to queue and pack books from Ibadan.
But now
the pirates have cut part of the market. So these are thieves.
If you're just joining us, it's still Copyright Connect on Oxygen FM 96.9. We're talking piracy, we're talking copyright, and we're talking how creatives, you are a writer, you are an author, you are a content provider, how can you get return on your investment? How do you ensure that your works have been protected? How do you ensure that your creative work is bringing back return on your creative investment? How does piracy affect creators and the economy?
Well, we've talked about how they steal from the right owners. We've not talked about how they kill, but we know that they also kill creativity. Definitely. Because what happens that when they begin to steal from right owners and right owners do not have return on their creative investment, then they begin to lose confidence and hope in the creative sector. Those that should have gone into those areas begin to look for other ways of surviving because they feel now that the creative sector is not worth it. So by doing that, they are killing the creative sector. They are killing creativity. A lot of people will not go in because of what pirates are doing. And then invariably, like I said, they will destroy the entire ecosystem. Pirates have destroyed, to a large extent, the book ecosystem. And now we are finding it more difficult to fund and to support the education system because pirates have just messed up the whole thing. So these are the short-term implications. Down the road, what you will then find is that a country begins to drop in the creativity index. And today we're celebrating the Burna Boys, the Davidos and others. But if we don't keep the copyright system running, a time will come when Nigeria will go under. And like I said earlier, copyright is the oxygen of creativity. If you don't have enough oxygen, trust me,
you burn out.
You just go under.
Now, let's bring today's discussion closer to home with a real life example. I imagine a young Nigerian music producer who spends months creating an original work. Don't let me even go too far. I imagine Debola creates a beautiful artwork. After releasing the artwork online, someone downloads it, removes the producer's details, and reposts it as their own work. The original creator loses recognition, potential income, and valuable opportunities. Unfortunately, situation like this happens every day. The good news is that copyright laws provide creators with legal protection and remedies against unauthorized use of their work. The lesson is simple. Respecting copyright is not only about obeying the law, it's also about fairness, honesty, respect for creativity. Behind every song, a book, a film, a photograph, artwork, or digital content, there are people who have invested time, talent, effort, and resources. Director General, how would you react to this scenario?
It's very true. And I want each and every one of us to reflect on this because it happens every day. Every day. And trust me, every one of us is either an author or a potential author. It's not until your work rolls out before you say you're an author. We create on a regular basis. That child in your house may be the next Burna Boy. It may be the next Davido. It may be the next Akunyele. It may just be the one that will bring your family to fame using the gifts and the talents. We need to respect copyright because of the future of these children and the future of our country, Nigeria, is a serious matter.
You'd like to join this conversation on Facebook, it's Oxygen 96.9 FM, Instagram, Oxygen 969 FM, TikTok, Oxygen 96.9 FM Ibadan, and on YouTube, Oxygen 96.9 FM Ibadan. And the phone lines to reach and be a part of this conversation, 07047003969 or 07047002969. I'll take it again, 07047003969 or 07047002969. Copyright Connect. coming to you on Oxygen FM 96.9. You have a question, you have a suggestion, drop your messages. You will get answers to your questions. Now, some people are reaching out on YouTube. Yeah, cheers to you, more wins, awesome initiative. It says way to go. That's Mojo's Musing. Thank you so much for reaching out. Femi Ajala says, trust the guru of copyright. Quite proud of the copyright heritage. Thank you so much. The DG is listening and it says thank you too. AJ Agbunike says, great initiative, NCC. More move. Well done. Thank you so much for reaching out. NCC, thank you. This is from Mama 1988. Thank you so much. Thank you for the insight. It says, this is another beautiful development. That's Abayomi, also on YouTube. Keep up the amazing work, NCC. That's Mama 1998 says, thumbs up, says Victor Babalola. Good one from NCC. That's Olubumi Adegoke. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, before we say our bye-byes on the program, the last word from the Director General. To you, you are a young person, you are a creative, you are an artist. The last word from the Director General this morning. How do people connect NCC? Where do they go? How do they go about it?
We are available, copyright.gov.ng.
Okay.
We said earlier that copyright is automatic, but we encourage people to register their works because you then will be able to have evidence of that creation and the copyright you own. e-registration.copyright.gov.ng. Once you get to copyright.gov.ng, you have the pathway to LR services. If you have any question, please ask. More importantly, if you see any piracy going on, please report. And we have an online platform where we have we deal with online infringement. So if you come to stop at copyright.gov.ng, we'll get your message, or you report to on our platform on copyright.gov.ng. On my last word, I would urge everyone to keep creating. I will urge everyone to keep protecting their works. And I will urge everyone to do everything to promote creativity, remembering that indeed copyright is the oxygen of creativity. And I'm happy to be here at Oxygen FM to say that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You'll still have another opportunity to
No
answer
problem.
one last question.
We'll always be here.
This last question says, what role is from Abimbolu 2956? It says, what role do regulators play in ensuring music creators' rights are protected from those trying to take advantage of them?
Well, we are there 24/7. I can't first, I won't roll out all our strategies for obvious reasons. But I can assure you that we are stepping up our enforcement mechanisms. We are not doing more of online enforcement, and we are doing more of takedowns and blocking of sites where we find illicit use of works. All we just encourage the public is anywhere you see illicit distribution of works online, just flag it and report to us. If you go to info@copyright.gov.ng, someone will respond to the complaint you file. And this is anonymous, and it will never be traced back to you. But trust me, we should all be in this together. All hands must be on deck to bring down piracy, because of
it kills.
It kills.
It steals and it destroys. I will quickly reiterate the lines: info@copyright.gov.ng. That's if you have any information. Copyright.gov.ng. You can quickly scribble it down. There is for registration. Before Copyright Commission can take up your matter legally, you have to have registered.
Yeah, it makes it easier for us to know what to do with.
what you
Yeah,
do.
yes.
So
it
that
helps.
is e-registration.copyright.gov.ng,
Yeah.
and then stop at copyright.gov.ng. Scribble all those things down and send your messages as it relates to each of the
And if they want the
addresses.
STOP hotline, the STOP is actually the special task force against online piracy. And if you want the hotline, it's 081 374 59027. Again, it's 081 374 59027. If you call that hotline, trust me, someone will respond. If we need to take down a material online,
Immediately.
we do it immediately, because time is always of the essence.
essence.
That's very important.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, it's been a pleasure. It's been a wonderful time out with the Director General of the Nigeria Copyright Commission on Oxygen FM 96.9. Trust Oxygen FM. We always educate, we inspire, and we ignite. Today we are igniting that spirit of fight against piracy. Yes, that is the spirit we are igniting on the program this morning. To every one of you, especially young people, our upcoming artists, you are in Bere, you are in OJ. It doesn't matter your location. You have copyright to fight for you. Just ensure that you do due diligence, do what you're supposed to do, and then the copyright will fight on your behalf. We'll get your returns on your investment. Okay, the Director General didn't come to the studio alone this morning. He is in the company of Olurokpo, okay, State Coordinator, NCC Ibadan, and Adekunle Falonipe. I hope I got that correctly. Falonipe Adekunle and Mrs. Olurokpo, okay, the State Coordinator, NCC Ibadan. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of her in subsequently. Thank you so much, Director General John Assain, the Director General, NCC, Nigeria Copyright Commission, Oxygen FM 96.9. My name is Tolu Adekpoju. Hoping you will find time to join us again, same time. Okay, not same time. The time is 10:30 to 11 every Tuesday on this dial. Oxygen FM 96.9. Many thanks to my producer, Folakemi Tokumbo Ishola, Bayo Adewonyi, and of course, my creative, Debola Abimbulu. Bye for now.
Broadcasting live and loud. Be informed, inspired, be ignited. The Knowledge Hub. Oxygen FM 96.9. Okeado, Ibadan.
Don't talk that down.